Hey guys, Register here, and today I'm doing a reaction video. This was requested by my friend Jayden, and yeah, today we're gonna be reacting to it. I already watched this, but I forgot to record my computer audio, so I have to do it all over again. So yeah, you might not get as much as a reaction out of me, but I will. You know what? I'll just try to reenact my original reactions. I also just noticed phone bad, but good. No, not true. I hate reading. I don't like reading. I hate it. Anyways, yeah.
If you're one of those kids that spends too much time on that darn computer machine, then conventions
I'm one. I watch YouTube on this.
are a great place to get the recommended.
Also, Jayden, if this is some furry shit, I'm out. I'm out. Jayden, if this is some furry shit, I'm out. Cause I know furry conventions are a thing. So yeah. Also, why is this hobo here?
Amount of human interaction with others who share a similar interest. Or at least they were. You might have seen some conventions in the news recently, you know, the ones like VidCon, Comic-Con, and E3. But did you know there's conventions for all sorts of different things, like coin collecting, pens, and
Bro, who coin collects or pen collects now? Who does that?
degenerates? The first convention I ever went to was in
furries.
Arizona called Phoenix Comic-Con. I was sick.
Bro, why was that boy with the hat so chubby, bro? And why are those pimples so fat? Why?
16 years old, and it, no exaggeration, changed my life. I had heard a lot about geek culture online, but Phoenix Comic Con was the very first time I witnessed it in its fullest. I was a very sheltered kid. It was the first time I'd seen a brony and a furry.
That's a SpongeBob reference. There's our first furry. There's our first furry, boys.
And whatever this is
in
the wild.
What is that?
Ew.
Ew.
I was told that it was not cool to like geeky things. And as a 16-year-old, I tried really hard to make it seem like I didn't secretly like a bunch of geeky things. But people at Comic-Con just embraced nerd culture like they didn't care what people thought of them or something. Is that allowed? I guess when I was 16, I was hyper desperate to receive everyone's approval. I was so hyper desperate that while walking around my first convention, I was stressing out that I wasn't in cosplay. Oh, all these pop culture characters are judging me because I'm not wearing any makeup. To this day, I still haven't ever cosplayed, but it looks like a lot of fun. If I did cosplay, I would want to go as this quadrupedic horse.
No.
Also sparked from Pokemon Go. I went to one panel called How to Make Steampunk Weapons. But
that seems cool.
How to weld real-life weapons powered by steam, the people on the panel taught us how to paint Nerf guns to make them look like they were powered by steam. And that was, no exaggeration, the most disappointing panel I've ever been to. There was also a panel for bronies, but I was too chicken to go. Did I mention that my grandfather, who I'm named after, got drafted into World War II when he was 18? He fought in a war so I could go to a comic convention and be too nervous to talk to bronies. What a different life we had. At most conventions, people in the expo hall will sell a lot of super cool unlicensed merchandise. Yeah, a lot of artists.
Oh, I see some Easter eggs. So there's a Hey Arnold. There's Hey Arnold. Yeah, Hey Arnold Easter egg and a Stewie shirt, a SpongeBob thing with a big nose. Then there's Sonic that says Pikachu. Then there's of course the odd1sout and Mikey's mouse.
We'll sell prints and plushies and oven mitts with characters and titles.
Bro, I have a friend who's like over obsessed with Zelda. I wouldn't call my friend, but he's just like really obsessed with Zelda. I'm not going to name.
Titles they probably didn't get the license to sell, but if it's at a convention or on Etsy, then for some reason it's okay. I've always felt weird about buying that type of merch. On one hand, you shouldn't be allowed to make money off of someone else's intellectual property without the owner's consent. But on the other hand, look at this cool Bowser wallet, Bowser print, and Bowser bandana that I own.
Oh, nice.
And this body pillow. It's a moral gray area because the people buying this type of merch are the hardcore fans. They know of the property these...
Bro, why is there like a dwarf and his penis is a bird?
These characters came from, they probably already...
Oh I have seen odd1sout Dark Crystal videos.
The own licensed merch of the character, the artist isn't claiming to have created the character either. It's a mutual understanding between buyer and...
Go get 'em all! Go get 'em all! And then his shirt says artist
seller that we both think Bowser is cool and we just want to buy as much merch as possible. You kind of have to take it on a case-by-case basis, but let me just say this to get it out there. You're not allowed to sell bootleg odd1sout merch. Phoenix Comic-Con actually had to change the name of their convention to Phoenix Fan Fusion because the people at the San Diego Comic-Con didn't like that Phoenix was stealing their name. So these conventions that don't...
How is they stealing their name? A Comic-Con, like Comic-Con is the same thing. Like, that's dumb.
...care about stealing other people's copyright or forcing others to respect their copyright. Interesting. As some of you may know, since 2012, I have become a little more successful, and in 2019, I got invited to be a guest at Phoenix Fan Fusion, which is my home convention. The really crazy part is the convention put me in the celebrity line, like next to the people where you have to pay for photos and autographs. I didn't charge my fans for anything, so that made my line appear a lot longer than others. And my line was, no exaggeration, right next to Jeff Goldblum's line. I was gonna make eye contact with Jeff Goldblum!
Oh wait, hold on. Jeff Goldblum is the voice of Nero in Shadows
Jeff
of Evil.
Goldblum's line. I was gonna make eye contact.
What? Man, he got some pepperoni nipples. What the frick?
With Jeff Goldblum. Jeff showed up for a couple hours on Saturday, and when he came out from backstage, everyone in his line and my line started wooing and clapping, and even I was like, woo! And then Jeff took a look at my line, then looked at me, and then gave me a nod of approval, saying, not bad, kid. He didn't say it out loud, but I could tell he said it with his eyes. He also said that I looked kind of cute, so oh, thanks, Jeff. The first time I went to VidCon, that also, no exaggeration, changed my life. Again, it was the first time I met all these YouTubers that I've been watching for years, and okay, I'll admit, at first I was kind of
big boy.
but I've gotten completely desensitized meeting other YouTubers and feel no joy anymore. When I meet another YouTuber, I say, oh, you make videos in your bedroom? Me too. People know that you're
I'm recording this in my bedroom, bro.
Bedwetter too, right? No? That's just me then?
What? I'm a bedwetter? What? No. I'm 10 years old.
If you've ever given me something at a convention, then you'll be happy to know that I've kept everything I've ever been given. Unless you're the guy that gave me a plastic baggie full of water and other junk and called it a homemade snow globe. I used to collect snow globes, so it was a nice sentiment, but I didn't want to take it home with me and have it inevitably break and get all the important fan art wet. So I chucked it. And as I'm telling you this, there's some poor kid out there going, hey, he's talking about my snow globe. He threw it away. And now I feel bad, so...
Here, I'll mail this to you and you can get a taste of your own medicine.
I don't know why this is such a popular question, but a lot of times people will ask me, what's the weirdest fan interaction you've ever had? I think they think that some of you are cringy. I never have an answer for them because all my fans are super nice. Yeah, someone gave me a bag of water, but that's not weird, that's nice! Okay, I have received fan mail from a prison, which is true, so I guess some of you aren't law-abiding citizens. Going to conventions and meeting fans and being on panels is a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't give you a lot of time to really experience the convention. Since 2017, when I would go to a convention, it would mean I was working. I still had a fun time, but I didn't really get to just relax with friends. That is, until I went to a convention last December called MFF, which stands for Midwest Fur Fest.
No, I'm out. I'll watch it. I bet you're wondering, no, I should please. Yeah, I'll watch it, okay? Jayden, I really hope you're not a furry. If you're a furry, no. Okay. Please don't be some furry shit. It's going to be.
Now, James, did you go to a furry convention? Well, I went with some friends. to a furry convention so I could actually enjoy a convention and not have to work. Although I still got recognized even though I was wearing a disguise. Furries are very touchy people, I've learned. Not touchy as in overly sensitive. Well, some probably are. But they're also literally touchy.
Yeah, I know. That's why they're so weird. That's why they are inferior to gamers. Gamers are superior to furries. Furries are disgusting. They're weird. I hate furries. I don't like furries.
YouTubers that I've been watching for years.
Oh, whoops.
Okay.
I think I skipped this. I didn't mean to do that.
Well, I went with some friends to a furry convention so that I could actually enjoy a convention and not have to work. Although I still got recognized even though I was wearing a disguise. Furries are very touchy people, I've learned. Not touchy as in overly sensitive. Well, some probably are. December, I was in an elevator full of touchy. Let me tell you where I'm at in my life right now. Last December, I was in an elevator full of furries, and if my grandpa could see me now, he would probably be frowning. Or smiling, I don't know, I don't judge. We were all crowded in, there was a moose breathing down my neck, and we stopped at a floor because more furries wanted to come in. So I backed up to make more room, but I backed up a little too close to the moose, and he grabbed my hips, and I went, ah! In my mind, I didn't say it out loud. In real life, I went. So that was probably the weirdest fan experience I've had, if you were still wondering. I don't know if he was a fan of my YouTube, but he was definitely a fan of my body. Or he was drunk. I don't know. Again, I don't judge. I was debating on whether or not I should include this story, but I think it would be a good lesson for everyone to hear. Here's my James PSA. This message is for everyone, and especially furries. Don't touch people without their permission. In the moment, I stayed quiet, but that sort of behavior isn't okay, and I should have spoken out. Hopefully, most of you are mindful of other people's personal space. However, at least one of you went to prison, so I don't know. Overall, it was the best ironic trip ever. At the end of the day, conventions are a lot of fun, and I really, really miss going to them. And when it's safe to do so again, I recommend you try and go to one you're interested in. And Grandpa, I'm sorry if I disappointed you. Hello, everyone. I hope you all aren't going to
Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want me to react to anything else, put them down in the comments. And yeah. I will see you next time. Bye.